Today we're talking about our entire note collection. Starting with US dollars, we have the new $100 note with Benjamin Franklin on the front and the Independence Hall on the back. This is the old $100 note, and again it features Benjamin Franklin and the Independence Hall. This is the $50 note featuring Ulysses Grant on the front and the US Capitol building on the back. Here we have the $20 note featuring President Andrew Jackson on the front and the White House on the back. This is a $10 note, and on the front is Alexander Hamilton. On the back we have the United States Treasury. This is the $5 note featuring President Abraham Lincoln. On the back is the Lincoln Memorial. This is the $2 note featuring President Thomas Jefferson, and on the back you can see the signing of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. And finally, we have the $1 note which features President George Washington on the front, and on the back you can see the Illuminati and the United States seal. Now we have Canadian dollars, starting with this $10 Canadian note featuring Prime Minister Sir John A. Macdonald on the front and a train on the back. This $5 Canadian note features Sir Wilfrid Laurier, who was the Prime Minister of Canada from 1896 to 1911. On the back is children playing hockey. Here we have Norwegian currency, or the kroner, and on the front is the lighthouse. This is the 50 kroner note. Here we have another 50 kroner note, however this one is from Denmark. On the front is a bridge and on the back is some sort of a pot. This is a 100 kroner note from Sweden, and on the front is a boy and on the back is some sort of a plant. This is another 50 kroner note from Sweden. On the front is another boy and on the back is another boat. This is a 20 kroner note from Sweden, and on the front is Astrid Lindgren. On the back you see a small map of Sweden. This is an old 20 Swedish kroner note, and on the front is a woman and some horses, and on the back is a bird. This is a 200 Russian ruble note, and on the front is a statue, and on the back are more stone structures. This is a 100 Russian ruble note, and it shows some sort of a building on the front, and on the back is a statue with horses. This is another ruble note, however it is not from Russia but from the Soviet Union. Here we have Saudi Arabian Rials, and this particular one is a 10 Rial note. And on the back is some trees. This is another Rial note with some boats on the front, and on the back you can see this is a 5 Rial note, and you can also see a city. This is a 1 Rial note, as you will see in a bit on the back, and on the back is some sort of building. This note is from 2012. This is currency from the United Arab Emirates, and this particular one is 10 dirhams. Here we have another currency from the United Arab Emirates, and this one is 5 dirhams. Here we have Saudi Arabian Rials, and we're starting with the 2000 Rials note. Here we have another Saudi Arabian Rial note, which is the 100 Rials note. Now we're doing the Indian rupees, starting with the 2000 rupee note, which features Mangalyaan, or the Mars orbiter missions on the back. This is the 1000 rupee note, and on the back, as you can see, is a satellite, some oil rig and plants. This is the 500 Indian rupee note, and on the back is the Red Fort, one of India's most famous monuments. We now have the old 500 rupee note, which is not used anymore. and it features one of Mahatma Gandhi's famous protests against the British. This is a 200 rupee note, and on the back, as you can see, is the Sanchi Stupa, another very famous monument. Then we have the 100 rupee note, which is one of the most common in India, and it features Rani Ki Vav. This is the old 100 rupee note, and on the back is the mountains, most likely the Himalayas. Here we have the 50 rupee note, and on the back, as you can see, is a Hampi. This is the old 50 rupee note. It is not used that much anymore, and on the back is a very famous Indian building. This is a 20 rupee note, and on the back it features the Ellora caves. Here on the old 20 rupee note, the back instead features some trees and a lake. Here we have the 10 Indian rupee note, which on the back features the very famous Sun Temple. In this old 10 rupee note, the back features a tiger and an elephant as well as a rhinoceros. This is a 5 rupee note, and on the back it features a farmer plowing his fields. Here in this very beautiful 2 rupee note, the back features one of India's many space missions. And finally, we have the 1 rupee note, which on the back features an oil rig. This 1 rupee note is very similar to the one you just saw, and the only difference is the color, as this also features an oil rig. Now we're moving north into China, starting with the 50 yuan note, which features some sort of building or buildings on a mountain. Here we have the 20 Chinese yuan note, which on the back features the lake, some stone structures, and a boater. Here we have the 10 yuan note, and on the back it features a beautiful view of one of the canyons in China. Here we have the 5 yuan note, and on the back it features a beautiful view of China's many mountains. This is the 5 jiao note, and jiao is a decimal currency of the Chinese yuan. We now have the 1 yuan note, and this features on the back lake, mountain, and beautiful stone structures. Our final note from China is the 1 jiao note, which again is the decimal currency of the yuan. Here we have the Nepalese rupee, and the only one we have is the 1 rupee note, which features mountains and deer. Moving much more south, we go into the 100 Sri Lankan Rupees, featuring 2 birds on the back. Here we have a man on the front of the 50 Sri Lankan rupee note, and some sort of building and something else. Here we are doing Bhutanese Ngultrums, starting with the 10 Ngultrum note, which features a building on the back. Here we have our one and only Bangladeshi note, which is the 5 Taka note. Here we have the Malaysian Ringgit, starting with the 10 Ringgit note, which features a train, cargo ship, and an airplane on the back. Here we have the 5 Ringgit note from Malaysia, and on the back it features a bird. Our final Malaysian note is the 1 Malaysian Ringgit note, and on the back features people at the beach and something in the air. Here we are doing Singapore dollar, starting with the $10 note, and on the back you can see our children playing tennis, soccer, and a boy swimming. This is the 5 Singapore dollar note, and on the back, as you can see, is a tree and some other plants. This is the 2 Singapore dollars note, and on the back it says education and shows children at school. This is the 1,000 Filipino Piso note, and on the back you can see a small map of the Philippines and a pearl and a coral reef. This is the 500 Philippine Pesos note, and on the back is a bird and another map of the Philippines. This is the 200 Philippine Pesos note, and on the back, as you can see, is this creature. This is the 100 Philippine Pesos note, and on the back, as you can see, is a whale, Philippines, and a mountain. This is the 50 Filipino Pesos note, and on the back is fishes and a mountain. This is the 20 Filipino note, and on the back is the Asian pound kivit, as you can see there. Now we have the South Korean won, starting with the 1,000 won note, and on the back are some buildings, trees, lake, and a mountain. Now we have the 20 Australian dollars, and on the back is a woman and a boat. Next up is the 10 Australian dollar note, and on the back is a bird and a house, or as well as a woman. Our last Australian dollar note is a 5 AUD note, and on the back is the Australian Federation Pavilion. This is the New Zealand $20 note, and on the back is the New Zealand Falcon. This is the 10 New Zealand dollars note, and on the back is a famous animal called the blue duck. Our final New Zealand note is a $5 note, which features Edmund Hillary on the front and a penguin on the back. This is the 200 Mexican Pesos note, and on the front is Sor Juana de la Cruz, and on the back is a church. This is the 100 Pesos note, and on the front is again Sor Juana de la Cruz, and on the back are the monarch butterflies. This is the 100 Pesos note, and on the front is Nezahualcóyotl, and on the back are some pyramids. This is the 50 Pesos note, and on the front is Jose Pavon, and on the back is a building. This is the 20 Pesos note, and on the front is Benito Juarez, and on the back is an Aztec city. This is the 10 pound sterling note, and on the front is Queen Elizabeth II, and on the back is Jane Austen. This is the old 10 pound note, and on the back this time is famous person Charles Darwin. This is the 5 pound note, and on the back of this is Winston Churchill, as you can see here. Now we have euros from the European Union, and on the front is the cathedral of the 20 euro note, and on the back is a bridge. This is the 10 euro note, and on the front is an arc, and again on the back there is a bridge. This is the 5 euro note, and it shows a gate on the front and yet another bridge on the back. This is the old 5 euro note, and again it has a gate on the front and an aqueduct on the back. This is the 50 French francs note, and on the front is Antonio Exupéry, and on the back is an airplane. This is the 100 Belgian francs note, and on the front is James Ensor.
This is the 5,000 lira note from Italy. On the front is Vincenzo Bellini, and on the back is a tree, a pillar, and a lady singing. This is the 10 Deutschmark note from Germany, and it features Karl Gauss on the front. On the back is a simple machine. This is the 100 Austrian shilling note featuring Baum Bauwerk on the front and an Austrian bank on the back. This is the 5,000 Japanese yen note featuring Iho Huichi on the front and a garden on the back. This is the 1,000 Japanese yen note featuring Hideo Noguchi on the front and Mount Fuji on the back. This is the 1 dinar note featuring a pillar on the front. And on the back is a mosque and Arabic writing. This is the half dinar Kuwaiti note, and on the front is a turtle. On the back is a tall building and more Arabic writing. This is the 100 Thai baht note, and on the front is the King of Siam. This is the 50 Thai baht note, and again it features the King of Siam or Thailand, and on the back is a military leader. This is the 20 baht note, and again it features the King of Thailand. On the back is a statue of the Buddha. This is the newer 20 baht note, and on the back is army troops. This is the 10 Qatari Riyal note, and on the front is a stadium. On the back is an ark and Arabic writing. This is the 5 Qatari Riyal note, and on the front are horses. On the back is the same ark and more Arabic writing. This is the 1 Qatari Riyal note, and on the front is a dock and a boat. On the back is the same ark and more Arabic writing. This is the old 1 Qatari Riyal note, and it features a bird on the front. On the back is a boat, water, swords, and some Arabic writing. This is the 50 Brazilian Real note, and on the front is Pedro Cabral. On the back is a leopard. This is the 20 Brazilian Real note, and on the front again is Pedro Cabral. On the back is a spider monkey. This is the 100 South African Rand note featuring Nelson Mandela on the front, and on the back is an ox. This is the 50 Rand note, and on the front again is Nelson Mandela. On the back is an African lion. This is the 20 Peruvian Sols note, and on the front is Raul Valencia. On the back is an ancient Incan structure. This is the 10 Peruvian Sols note. On the front is Maria Lorco, and on the back is Machu Picchu. This is the 200 Czech Koruna note, and on the front is Jan Komensky. And on the back is the coat of arms and 2 hands holding each other. This is the 100 krona note, and on the front is King Charles IV of Bohemia. On the back is an old Czech coin and the coat of arms. This is the 50 krona note, and on the front is Ludovic Stur, and on the back is a painting. This is the 1,000 forint note from Hungary, and on the front is King Matthias, and on the back is a fountain. This is the 50 forint note from Hungary, and on the front is Prince Ferenc Rákóczi, and on the back is a fort. This is the 20 kuna note from Croatia, and on the front is Josip Jelacic. On the back is a building and a toy bird. This is the 10 kuna note, and on the front is Juraj Dobrila, and on the back is a Colosseum-like structure. This is the 20 zloty Polish note, and on the front is King Bolesław I the Brave, and on the back is an old Polish coin. This is the 10 Swiss franc note, and on the front is hands holding a wand, and on the back is a mine. This is the 10 Trinidad and Tobago dollars, and on the front is the seal, and on the back is the Tobagan capital. This is the $1 from Trinidad and Tobago, and on the front is the seal again, and on the back is again the capital city of Tobago. This is the 100 Hong Kong dollars note, and on the front is a lion. On the back is a cooperation with the Chinese military. This is the 50 Hong Kong dollar note, and on the front again is a lion. On the back is a mountain and the steps leading up to it. This is one version of the $20 note, and on the front again is a lion. On the back is a family happily eating dinner together. This is another version of the $20 note, and on the front again is a lion. On the back is a building and the city of Hong Kong. This is the last version of the $20 note, and on the front is a building. On the back is the same building that we saw on the last $20 note. This is the 10 Hong Kong dollar note, and on the front is vivid designs. On the back again is a ribbon and vivid designs. This is the 50,000 Vietnamese dong note, and on the front is Ho Chi Minh. On the back is a Vietnamese temple. This is the 20,000 Vietnamese dong note, and again is Ho Chi Minh on the front. On the back is a bridge and a river. This is the 10,000 dong note from Vietnam, and again is Ho Chi Minh on the front. On the back is an oil mining plant and an ocean. This is the 5,000 Vietnamese dong note, and again is Ho Chi Minh on the front. On the back is a telephone lines and a bridge shown. This is the 2,000 Vietnamese dong note, again featuring Ho Chi Minh. On the back is shopkeepers arranging. This is the 100,000 Rupiah note from Indonesia featuring Dr. Soekarno and Muhammad Hatta. And this is the 50,000 Indonesian Rupiah note featuring Wanda Kartawadjadja. This is the 10,000 Rupiah note featuring Franz Casipo. This is the 5,000 Indonesian Rupiah note featuring Dr. Idham Khalid, and on the back is a personification of nature. This is the 2,000 Rupiah note featuring Muhammad Tamrin. This is the old 2,000 Rupiah note featuring Pangyaran Antasari. This is the 1,000 Rupiah note featuring Jut Mawita. This is the old 1,000 note featuring Kapitan Patimura. This is the 5 dinar note from Jordan featuring the late King Hussein bin Talal. Again, this is the 1 dinar note from Jordan featuring Hussein bin Talal, the same king. This is the 2,000 colones note from Costa Rica featuring Moro Acuna on the front and Sea Life on the back. This is the 1,000 colones note featuring Barulho Carilla on the front and Deer and Wildlife on the back. This is the 1,000 Jamaican dollar banknote, and on the front is Michael Manley. On the back is a Jamaican government building. This is the $500 Jamaican banknote featuring Nani, the leader of the Maroons, on the front and houses on the back. This is the $100 Jamaican banknote featuring Marcus Garvey on the front and a rainforest on the back. This is the $50 Jamaican banknote featuring Samuel Sharp on the front and on the back a bridge, a beach, and the ocean. This is the 1 leu note from Romania and featuring Nicole Iorga on the front and on the back a church. This is the half Rial note from Oman featuring animal on the front and the coat of arms on the back along with Arabic. This is the half dinar note from Bahrain, featuring the airport on the front and a government building and Arabic on the back. This is the 10 Macau Patakas note, and on the front is a statue. On the back is a big building. This is the 10,000 Tanzanian shilling note, featuring an elephant on the front and a skyline building on the back. This is the 5,000 Tanzanian shilling note, featuring a rhinoceros on the front and construction of a house on the back. This is the 2,000 Tanzanian shilling note, featuring a lion on the front and a castle on the back. This is the 1,000 shilling note, featuring a prime minister on the front and a fortress of Zanzibar on the back. This is the 1,000 new Taiwan dollar note, featuring children on the front and a quail on the back. This is the 500 new Taiwan dollar note, featuring cheering soldiers, and on the back a family of deer. This is the 100 new Taiwan dollar, featuring Chiang Kai-shek on the front and a royal house on the back. This is the 50 Fijian dollar note, featuring plants on the front and a local painting on the back. This is the 20 Kenyan shilling note, featuring Z. Jomo Kenyatta on the front and slaves on the back. This is the $1 Bahamian note, featuring Sir Lyndon O on the front and the Bahamian band on the back. This is the 5,000 Pakistani note, featuring Muhammad Ali Jinnah on the front and a mosque on the back. This is the 1,000 Pakistani note, and featuring again Muhammad Ali Jinnah on the front and a castle on the back. This is the 500 Pakistani note, featuring Muhammad Ali Jinnah again on the front and another palace on the back. This is the 100 Pakistani note, featuring again Muhammad Ali Jinnah on the front and a government building on the back. This is the 50 Pakistani note, featuring Muhammad Ali Jinnah on the front and a mountain on the back. This is the 20 Pakistani note, featuring Muhammad Ali Jinnah once again on the front and an ancient site on the back. This is the 10 Pakistani rupee note, and on the front is Muhammad Ali Jinnah on the front and is an archway on the back. This is the 500 Dominican Republic pesos note, featuring Salome Henriquez and Pedro Uribe. This is the 200 pesos note, featuring Patria Mirabal, Minerva Mirabal, and Maria Mirabal, all on the front. This is the 100 pesos note, featuring Francisco Sanchez, Juan Durante, and Matias Milla. This is the 50 pesos note, featuring a government building on the front. This is the 50 mil Colombian pesos note, featuring Jorge Isaacs on the front. This is the 20 mil pesos note from Colombia, featuring Alfonso Bitelson on the front. This is the 2,000 pesos note from Colombia, featuring Salanter on the front. This is the 1,000 pesos note, featuring Jorge Juan Gotham on the front. This is the 100 Moroccan note, featuring King Mohammed VI on the front and some camels on the back. This is the 50 Moroccan note, featuring again the same king on the front and a tree on the back. This is the 20 Moroccan note, featuring the same king, Mohammed VI, on the front and a mosque on the back. This is the 100 Egyptian pounds note, featuring the Sphinx on the front and a mosque on the back. This is the £10 Egyptian note, featuring again the Sphinx on the front and another mosque on the back.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.